David, does it get a bit annoying, boring when you constantly hit with this criticism, oh, they're buying the title, they've bought it all, which Harry Redknapp has come out with today, when to be fair, all you've done is try and catch up with everybody else, and Manchester United have been spending for years.
You want this back?
It's not a trap.
No, it doesn't get annoying and tedious. I think it's a fact. I mean, I think that where this football club was 2.5, 3 years ago, was it? It was never going to compete for league championship because of the way that the modern game had gone. I haven't done the figures, Neil, so I wouldn't know. But if top teams by top players, when it was taken over, if you have the resources to go and eat at the top table, and you can do that in a 2-year spend rather than a 10-year spend, it gets you there quicker. And I think it's every year transfer fees seem to go up as well. I don't think it becomes tedious or annoying. I just think it becomes. I don't really have a great deal of interest in what other people say, and that's not nastily or anything like that. People have opinions. People have opinions that sometimes they don't necessarily wish to air, but they're asked direct leading questions by journalists, so therefore they should give their opinion. And if that's what people think, that's what people think. I don't think it becomes tedious and annoying. I just think it's if we win the league at the end of the year, and we continue to win trophies, which is what this manager's about, then I don't know. I mean, I think with statistics you could throw it together and start to say, well, people have spent the same amount of money over 5 years that we have over 2. I don't know those figures because I don't see any point in going through the exercise.
And as for Van der Vaart saying these recent results have got inside your head, what would you say to that?
Again, I would say that I suspect he's been asked a direct question. I suspect he's answered it. It's been padded out. Recent results haven't gotten inside our head at all. Our focus is totally on the next game. No matter what the outcome, our focus will be on the next one after that.
What would you say about Roberto in situations like this? What could you tell us, I mean, you know him better than anyone, about his character, his mentality?
His mentality and his desire is to win. He has full belief that we will win every football match. He's a perfectionist by it. So, people can talk about his character, his reaction. The TV cameras might be on him. He's no different now than he was a month ago, 6 months ago, in the FA Cup final and the FA Cup semi-final, or for that matter when he was a player. He is no different. He knows what it takes to go the distance. He's quite relaxed at this moment in time. Nobody's turning around and saying we've won it now. Nobody's turning around and saying we've won it if we win the next 2 games. Because I said before last time I was here that we fully expect the teams that are up there to continue to win games. So it's what we've got to do. Nobody's going to hand it to us. We have to go and win it.
Is he a bit frustrated though, David? Sorry, everything seems to be sort of conspiring against you at the moment, doesn't it? The referee's decisions and in games.
It happens, and there's not a great deal we can do about it. The facts are the facts, and I think if we was playing badly, then it's more of a worry. I don't think we're playing badly. I don't think in the first half the other night, Robbie said it, and I think the players were aware of it in the first half. We didn't play well. We weren't at a very good level, but we improved immeasurably in the second half. We didn't score a goal against a team that we forced to defend deep, as I said, but the facts are the facts that we got knocked out of the FA Cup. We will never know, had we remained with 11 men, whether we would have got through or not. But I don't think things are conspiring against us. I just think that these things happen in games, and you've just got to kick on and go for them rather than looking at that, because facts are the facts.
One of the things that, just in terms of the things that have been said about City in the last week, I mean, one of the ones which seems been hard to understand or to actually prove is Ferguson's suggestion that Vinny Scott had previous for going two-footed. That seems to be a very unfair and malicious thing to say. I'm not trying to put words in your mouth, but does that was there any observations on that, or does that inspire you to kind of?
No, it doesn't inspire. As I said, people can say what they want to say. To be honest with you, Sir Alex has his opinion on it. We've got ours. I don't think he does have previous.
No. Does that, would that in a sense make it all the better to win the title, if you like, and to
what, because of that?
No, not itself, but does that?
You love it.
Good. Not really very well, but
No, you are. I know what you're doing. No, if you're asking is the incentive to win a league championship because of what other people say, no, it's not. Whoever there may be, the incentive to win the league championship is because that's what every team in the Premier League sets out to do. Not every team in the Premier League, but the top teams in the Premier League set out to do year in, year out. It was one of our aims and our objectives this year. And because of everybody wants to set themselves an objective and realise it. If we win the Premier League, then the satisfaction will be that we set out our objective and we realised it.
Not in terms of individual games, David, but is this the biggest test for you now? After what's gone on last week, is this the biggest test for you now to go and bounce back from that?
I think, after what's gone on in the last week, had we gone into the fourth round of the FA Cup, had we set ourselves up at half-time in a Carling Cup semi-final to be in a better position than we are, we would still be 3 points in front of Manchester United, 3 points in front of Tottenham, and the test would be the same. I don't. I think you've just got to focus on every single game, and it's like the odds on a roulette wheel and whatever. Just because it's come up 7 times on red, it doesn't mean it's going to come up on black. The odds are exactly the same. So it's not a bigger test. It becomes if we're in the league and we lose 2 league games, it's not a test. It's just that we have to then bounce back to get the points back on the table because we've given points up. But I don't see it as a test because of anything other than the point situation and where we are in the league at this moment in time. I don't see it as a mental thing.
The 3 teams going for the title, do you set there's more expectation on yourself to win it? Because United have been there and won it before, and you've set the standard this season. Everyone's expecting you to kind of maintain that.
Well, we expected it. We want to set ourselves an objective at the start of the season to say we believe we have the capabilities of winning it this year. So our expectancy, our pressure that we put on ourselves because of that expectancy is at a maximum anyhow. So it's irrelevant what else goes out of it, and I think, out of those 3 teams that you're talking about, I would think that there is a similar expectancy on Manchester United. It won't be on Tottenham at this moment in time, but because of their results, because of where they've got themselves to, 18 games to go and 3 points behind, then I imagine, and judging by the comments that they're talking about, that expectancy level of themselves is growing as well. So your external pressure can be no greater than what we've put on ourselves. We're not frightened and shying away saying that we didn't have an objective at the start of the season to win the league.